Those are attending in online, please confirm to me. Get my voice on screen. Right. Good evening, guys. And check it what we completed in the last class. I think so. We completed. So basic introductory part we completed there in the last classes. So in the last classes we understood persistence mechanisms with respect to Java. So what are the various persistence mechanisms with respect to Java? Serialization and deserialization, JDBC and ORM tools. Good sir. In ORM tools also we have EJBs, entity beans, Hibernate and JPA. These many things are existed now. So here first we have to understand which one directly. Serialization and deserialization, JDBC, ORM tools. These things here we have to understand. So already we completed there. JDBC, that means in serialization and deserialization, already we have given one diagram for it, and through the diagram I explained to you how this JDBC, how this serialization and deserialization is a persistence mechanism. If you observe there, point is very clear. So in case of the serialization, we are keeping this employee object to the object output stream. Object output stream is performing serialization, separating data from an object and sending the data to file output stream. The file output stream is sending the data to which one they know emp.txt file. In emp.txt file, the data will be stored permanently. Why? Because the emp.txt file is which one file system. It is which one exactly file system. That file system is able to store data permanently. File system is a permanent storage area. So it able to store data permanently. So that's why it is called as which one persistence mechanism. Wherever we are maintaining the data, representing data permanently, then automatically we can understand it is which one there no permanent storage. That means this is exactly which one can no persistence mechanism. Good sir. So what is the problem with this serialization and deserialization? Actually, this is highly recommended for standalone applications. And second one is which one it is using to byte-oriented streams to perform serialization and deserialization. What are the two byte-oriented streams? Can know object output stream and object input stream. Only these two things are available. So it is giving support for maximum binary data, that means bytes represented data. It is not giving support for which one there no characters represented data. This is one point. Then apart from that, another thing is which one here apart from this particular punch here, no, we need to go for next one is like it is able to perform max insertion operation and retrieval operation. It is not performing like which one there delete operations, and it is not performing which one here no update operations, and all the remaining operations it is not performing here. Max it is performing which operations here no, it able to perform only like insertion and deletion operations only it able to perform directly. This is one point. That another important point is which one the serialization and deserialization is not having which one can know query language support is not available. When query language support is not existed there, automatically database operations are becoming as very much difficult. So it's not possible to perform database operations effectively. So because of this reason, we must go for which one next alternative. What about that next alternative? Actually, the next alternative would be which one? No, JDBC is the next alternative here. Good sir. How can we say JDBC is a and persistence mechanism for our applications there now? If you observe this JDBC persistence mechanism, how can we say it's a persistence mechanism there? Understand it clearly. In case of JDBC, steps are very clear. If you want to prepare any JDBC application, 5 steps here we have to follow. What are the 5 steps here we have to follow? Observe it here. First one is which one? Load the driver. Class.forName of Oracle.jdbc.Oracle driver. Second one is which one? Establish the connection between Java application and database. Connection con is equal to driver manager.get connection of driver URL, comma, database username and password. Next one is create statement object. Statement st is equal to con.create statement. Next one is result set object. Result set RS is equal to st dot execute query of select star from emp1. It's okay. These many things are available directly. All of you understand it clearly. Next one is which one apart from this? How JDBC is a persistence mechanism. How can we say JDBC is a persistence mechanism here? If we come for this particular point, answer is very clear. When we establish connection between Java application and database, when we establish connection between Java application and database, automatically that connection is available in auto commit mode. What is the meaning of this auto commit mode exactly? Actually, auto commit mode meaning is which one can know? If you submit an SQL query to the connection, connection will take that SQL query, connection will carry that SQL query to which one? Database engine. And connection will give an intimation to the database engine, execute this SQL query and store the results onto the database table permanently and give effect to the database table permanently. So here permanently that we are representing that result scale. So because of this reason, the JDBC is one of the persistence mechanism. But what are the various drawbacks with this JDBC? No, already we have JDBC. Then what is the requirement to go for ORM tools here? ORM technologies there. No, what is the requirement for that? With JDBC, a number of problems are available. What are the problems here? No, first problem is developer must take explicit responsibility for driver management. Whether driver class names and URL might be driver URL is perfectly be provided or not. Second one, developer must take the responsibility of connection management. Connection is established properly or not. Statement management, perfect right statement we are using or not. Is it normal statement or not? Prepared statement or not? Callable statement or not? Right statements we are using or not? That we have to understand. Then after that, what next one can know? In JDBC, we have to provide which one their hard-coded kind of approach. Boilerplate code is increased. Boilerplate code in the sense might be we are able to use the same steps in a number of applications there now. Moreover, everything we have to write in a hard-coded manner. Answer my point here. Everything we have to write in which one? No, hard-coded manner. Next one is which one there? No, we are going to use SQL queries explicitly. We need to write SQL queries here. But basically we are Java developers. We are Java, as we are Java developers, how it is possible to go for, how it is possible to have very good awareness on this SQL queries. No? Simple queries in the sense we can write it. But complex requirements are coming there. Complex SQL queries, how we are going to write? No, it is not possible here. No? So because of this reason, this is not at all suitable mechanism for our enterprise applications clearly. So we need to go for next alternative. What will be the next alternative for this persistence mechanisms? Now, already serialization and deserialization we understood, we completed. JDBC also we completed. Then what is that alternative? No, that alternative is which one? ORM tools directly. Good sir. There is a requirement to go for ORM tools. But what exactly the requirement to come for this ORM tools into the picture now? It able to come out from all the problems of this JDBs. It able to provide solution there. But what exactly the need to go for which one? No, ORM tools here. No? Right, sir. If we come for this particular point, I'm giving one example here now. All of you understand this one. Yesterday I discussed about this topic also clearly. One simple example I have taken. Right, sir. Inside this example, what exactly the content I have taken there now? Registration form.html I have taken. Okay, good. HTML form here we have taken. That's fine. Next one is which one there now? One servlet on DAO class I have taken there. Database here we have taken. First of all, in the registration form, we enter the data S1, AAA, and hide a batch. When I click on this submit button, request will come to which one? There no registration servlet. When request is coming to the servlet there, the total data, 3 data, will be stored in request object. Later on, registration servlet will send a flow of execution to the student DAO object. While transferring data to the student DAO object, data will be taken from request object. Same data will be stored in which object? No, bean object, Java bean object, student object. The student object will be transferred to which one? No, respective student DAO. Now student DAO will take data from this student object and it will interact with the database and it able to insert the data onto the database table. Finally, database table is giving some acknowledgement to the DAO. DAO is giving some status value to servlet and servlet is generating some response to which one? No, respective user directly. Good sir, this is flow of execution. Here itself I have given some clarity. Try to understand it here. In this overall example, data is represented in overall in 3 models. Data is represented overall in three models. What are the three models of this data actually? First one is which one they know? Hypertext data model. Text data model. This is textual data. So here we are providing data, textual data, hypertext data model. Next one is which one? The second one now, object-oriented data model. Why? Because here data we represented in the form of tags internally. Good. When data is coming to the server-side application, where data is available in the form of which one now? Objects. So here object-oriented data model here we are using. Okay. When we go for databases now, same data will be stored inside which one now? Database table. In a tabular representation, the data is provided here. Good, sir. All of you up to one point. In this web application, if I click on submit button, if I click on submit button, server will take request, server will take the data from this form, server will store the data inside this request object, where developer work is not available. To convert the data from hypertext representation to object form, developer is not having any interference. Internally, server will do that work. It's okay, leave it. But servlets, okay, fine. We are going to prepare that. We are getting data from request object. We are creating this object, student object, and we are submitting the student object to student DO object. Now, student DO object is getting data from student object. Student DO object has to include the data in the SQL query. The data has to be submitted to which one? No, database table. Now, database engine will take the data. Database engine will insert the data to the database table. Now, you get up to this clearly. Converting the data from hypertext data model to object-oriented data model, no issues. Internally, it will perform. It will be performed by servers. But if you want to send data from object to database table, who is responsible for this work? Who is responsible for this work? Developer is responsible for this work. No automatic tool to convert data from objects to database table there, where developer has to do that work. So developer must convert data from object-oriented data model to relational data model. When he able to convert like that, whenever compatibilities are available between object-oriented data model and relational data model, no, then developer is able to convert in the simplified manner. But unfortunately, what happened there? No, at our Java application, object-oriented data model we are using. Its representations are different to represent data. Object-oriented data model conventions are different to represent data. But at our databases, no, relational data model here we are using. Relational data model conventions are again different there to represent the data. In object-oriented data model, we are following object-oriented features to represent data. Maybe polymorphism we are going to use, inheritance we are going to use, abstraction we are going to use, encapsulation we are going to use, like n number of features we are going to use. But how we are going to implement the same thing in our database tables, no? In relational data model, how we are going to achieve the same thing, no? Maybe max we are able to provide primary key, foreign key relationships. Maybe we are able to perform some joins, no? Left join, might be left inner joiner or outer joiner, maybe like this different joins we are able to perform maximum. Apart from that, where is the chance of performing this polymorphism and inheritance kind of content directly? Okay. So in object-oriented data model, conventions are different. In a database model, in a relational data model, conventions are different. But if you want to transfer the data from object-oriented data model to relational data model, we require some mapping or not? Why? Because they are having some different representations there. So because of these different representations, no, some mismatches are coming there. Number of mismatches are coming. Because of these mismatches, data persistence is not good. Because of these mismatches, data persistency is not good. But if you want to provide data persistency, if you want to perform this, if you want to improve this data persistency, we need to solve the mismatches between two data models there. If you want to resolve the mismatches between these two data models, no, we require some mapping between object-oriented data model and relational data model. That mapping here we are able to provide by using which one here, no, ORM, that's it. By using ORM, we are able to provide some mapping directly. So ORM is which one? Object relational mapping. Object is from Java. R is from relational is from which one? Database table. Object to database table. That means object oriented data model, relational data model. These two mapping is required clearly. That mapping is provided by which one? ORM tool directly. We can use either of these ORM tools. A number of tools are available there. We can use Hibernate maybe, we can use JPA maybe, or we can use IBIDs, maybe we can use OpenJPM, maybe any tool we can use that. But final thing is which one? Mapping object-oriented representations with the relational data model representations. Only for the sake of this mapping point of view only, we are using JPA and Hibernate and all this kind of technologies directly. That's it. This is what exactly the requirement of which one? ORM kernel. It's okay, sir. Good. But before moving to this ORM directly, I want to represent what exactly the mismatches are available between object-oriented data model and relational data model. I want to know that mismatches there. After that, I will go for different types of ORM implementations. First of all, we are coming for ORM implementations because of mismatches between object-oriented data model and relational data model. What exactly the mismatches are available here? I want to go for some mismatches here. Try to understand it here. All of you understand this, no? Mismatches here I want to use them. Mismatches between object-oriented data model. Sir, up to this I discussed it in the yesterday's class there. Up to now, whatever the implementation I've given, information I've given there, that I discussed in the yesterday's class. Now onwards, new content. Try to understand it, no? Mismatches between object-oriented data model and relational data model. Mismatches between object-oriented data model and relational data model. Right, sir. Now observe this clearly. First one, granularity mismatch. First one is which one? Granularity mismatch. Second one is which one? Subtypes mismatch. Instead of saying this subtypes mismatch, no, inheritance mismatch. Inheritance mismatch or subtypes mismatch. No problem. Next one. Third one is associations mismatch. Fourth one is identity mismatch. Fifth one is caste mismatch. Like this, a number of mismatches are available. Granularity mismatch, subtypes mismatch, associations mismatch, identity mismatch, caste mismatch, and so on and so on and so on. More and more things are available. Anyway, just we need to understand at least first three types of mismatches here I'm going to discuss there. Remaining things are just we'll understand it. Maybe in the future we'll discuss about it. First three types of mismatches I want to highlight now. By this we are going to get clear-cut information and why ORM is coming into the picture and why Hibernate is coming into the picture. By understanding that first one. So first here we have to go for which one? No? Granularity mismatch. Good. All of you observe this one. Granularity mismatch. This one here we have to understand. Are you aware about it? Which topic I'm discussing, you know? Okay, granularity mismatch is okay. Mismatches between object-oriented data model and relational data model. Why, sir? Why these mismatches are coming there? No? In enterprise applications, data will be represented in object-oriented data model and relational data model. If you want to achieve data persistency effectively, if you want to perform database operations effectively, persistency must be achieved 100%. If you want to achieve data persistency 100%, we need to check both object-oriented data model and relational data model, both are in compatible mode or not. If you observe both are in compatible mode or not, where some mismatches are raised. That mismatches are not providing 100% data persistency. What exactly the mismatches are available? If you are identifying these mismatches, no, if you provide solution for these mismatches, no, it's very clear. We are able to achieve data persistency 100%. Otherwise, we are unable to achieve this data persistency 100%. Right, sir. Let us understand this one clearly. First one is which one there? No, granularity mismatch. Understand it? First of all, tell me what is granularity in general. What is the meaning of granularity? Granularity is nothing but a counter. Count. Count is representing which one? Granularity. What is the meaning of this count here with respect to Java and with respect to databases now? In a project, 10 classes are available. Granularity of the classes is which one? There are not 10. That count to 10 is available, that is a granularity. In my project, 10 databases are 10 tables I'm using there. Granularity is which one? Here not 10 tables. In a class, 5 variables I have used. So here granularity of the variables is which one? 5. In a table, 10 columns are available. Here granularity is which one? 10. So finally, a count is representing which one? Granularity. That count point of view, mismatches are coming. This count point of view, mismatches are coming. Good, sir. What exactly this mismatch here? Through an example, I will explain to you. Try to understand it now. All of you up to this one? One simple example for this. First of all, I want to take a class at a object-oriented data model. Directly, I'm telling Java. Inside the Java, I want to take a class. Class employee. This is my class employee. Okay. Class employee. Here, string employee ID here I have taken. String employee name. Float employee salary. String employee address I have taken. That's okay. Like this I have taken. This is from which one? No, Java. That means object-oriented data model. Tell me, sir, how we are going to represent the same thing in relational data model? Here, if we take class now, there what we have to take? Tell me, here we need to take a table or not? Okay, good. Now here we need to take a table. What is the table name here? I want to provide here now EMP1 table, for example. Inside this EMP1 table, what are the various columns here we want to take now? Tell me. Column names I want to take now. Tell me now. Columns are which one? ENO. Then what next one? E name. Then what next one? E cell. The next one is which one? E edit here. Okay. One small change. It's okay. Up to now, it's okay, sir. Good. I'll take this particular table. I'm able to provide some data also here regarding this. Right, sir. Up to now, my requirement is which one? Employee ID is E-111. Employee name is which one? No. Yeah. Employee salary is 5,000. Employee address is just I'm specifying Hyderabad. Hyderabad up to now I specified that. As is the data will be stored inside our which one? Database table. It's okay, fine. Up to now, no problem. But my requirement is which one? Employee address in the sense, up to now I specified only city name. But I don't want to specify only city name. I want to give more elaborated information for address. Complete address details I want to provide. What are these the complete address details? Now tell me here. No? Flat number, street, city, then after that, state and country. These many details I want to provide. If you want to provide these many attributes, these many data, they are also be called as an attributes. If you want to specify these many attributes, how it is possible to specify all of them in the form of a single variable? How it is possible to specify all these many data in the form of a single variable? How it is possible to take only string variable directly? No. So it is not possible to represent multiple data within a single variable. Am I right or not? Multiple data in the sense we have to take multiple variables. For address, if you want to take multiple variables, no, then what we have to do? No, we need to declare a separate class address or not? We need to declare a separate class address care. Here we have to remove that. Here we need to provide which one? No, class address here we have to take. Class address that we have to take. Inside this class address here we are going to have flat number is available. Next one is which one? Street is available. Then after that, string city is existed. That's enough. For example, that is sufficient for me. Or else we can take which one there? String state. Okay, these members here I'm going to take now. Right, sir. Then immediately what we are doing there now? In a class employee, we are going to declare it as which one there now? Address ADTR. No, directly here we are declaring like this. Tell me, sir. How we are able to represent this change in our database? In our database in general, what we are going to do there? I'll take this one. One approach is which one, Kerno? One approach is which one? Creating other table is not the, even though if we create other table, primary key, foreign key relationships here we have to provide my different approach here. But for this particular point here, other table is not the solution. I'll go for it. Why? Because EADDR is a member of which one? Employee. EADDR is which one? Employee related data, address data. So we want to provide in the same table. Two approaches are available. One approach is which one? Creating our own user defined data type in a database. Possible or not possible? UDT feature is available. Our own data types also we can create there. Create our own data type. Under this our own data type, we have to specify the same type of properties now. This is one approach. But user defined data types may be supported or may not be supported by databases. We don't know which database are supporting that and which database are not supporting that. There is no guarantee for that. So we need to go for another alternative. What is that another alternative here we have to use there now? Simply here we have to remove this particular one here in the same table. Simply here what I am trying to do there, I'll go for all the properties of this address I want to provide in a single one. Next one is which one here now? Street. Then after that city and state here I want to provide. Like this here we are able to prepare. Right. Like this here we are providing this one directly like this. This is one of the solution for it. Understand it here clearly now. So here what I am telling now directly, just simple calculation now tell me now what exactly the granularity of the properties in employee class now? 1, 2, 3, 4. In a class employee, how many members are available? 4 members are available. But in table, how many members are available? In a table, how many members are available? 7 members are available. So compatibility is missing there. There definitely mismatch is coming. In the point of which one there no count. In the point of granularity of these classes and of these tables, some mismatch is coming here. Answer my point here now. This mismatch will reduce data persistency in our enterprise applications. This mismatch is providing data persistency reduction in our enterprise applications. Where if you want to improve data persistency in this particular context, we have to resolve this granularity mismatch. If you want to resolve this granularity mismatch here what we have to do there now? If you want to resolve this granularity mismatch now, we need to go for ORM exactly now. We need to go for which one ORM in this scenario. How we are going to prepare this ORM here in this example here no? Identify this here. How it is possible to prepare this ORM here no? This is ORM between which one here? Object oriented data model and relational data model. ORM here we have taken here. Inside this what exactly the mapping here we are going to provide now? First of all, employee class that is mapped with which one here no? Like EMP1 here. That's okay, fine. Inside this primary key mappings are available. What about this primary key mappings here now? Tell me no. EID is mapped with which one here no? And ENO directly like this. No? Anyway, EID or EA number might be dated as here, we have to check it. Next one is which one? Normal columns mapping here. E name is available. Here also we are having which one they know? E name. Next one is which one? E cell is existed here. Now here also we are having which one they know? E cell. Up to this is okay, fine. Next one, EADDR property we have to represent or not? Exactly. Now in this particular scenario only, Hibernate is one of the ORM implementation that Hibernate has given a solution. That solution is provided in the form of which one? Component mapping, a concept now. What is the topic there? No, component mapping. By using this component mapping, we are able to provide solution. We are able to provide mapping between that respective property, that means entity property with our respective columns directly. Now here, we need to declare this is component. What is the meaning of component here now? Single variable of our class is representing multiple columns of the database table. Single variable of our class is representing multiple columns of the database table. That is called as which one? Component here. So here we are declaring component is which one? ADDR. Under this component mapping now, here we are able to provide which one there? Flat number is compatible, is mapped with which one? PNO directly. And next one is which one? Street, that is mapped with which one? Street, like this. Next one is which one? City, that is mapped with which one? City, like this. Next one is which one? State, that is mapped with which one? State, like this. So now this type of mappings we provided under which one? Component. Component mapping here we provided here. Under this component mapping we provided this type of mapping details clearly. This is one mechanism provided by Hibernate. Like this, JPM may provide its own mechanism. OpenJPM may provide its own mechanism. Like the different persistence mechanisms may provide their own mechanisms. But now anyway we are discussing about Hibernate. No, Hibernate is one of the one of the ORM implementation. So it is providing solution for like which one? Their granularity mismatch. That solution is available in the form of which one? Component mapping. That component mapping is which one? This ORM, that means this Hibernate is declaring one Java variable as a component property. What is the meaning of this component property? No, it is representing multiple columns of the database table. So ADDR variable is representing and PNO, street, city and stretch. Of course, it is representing another class here in our Java set where number of properties are available. Their mapping is also required here. But one property of a class is representing multiple columns here. That is called as which one? A component property. By declaring like this component property, we are able to get solution for this granularity mismatch through which one there? No, Hibernate. Let's say for example, in this scenario, what we are going to be provided there? No. For example, I created which objects here? No, two objects here I created here. Try to recognize it. Sir, one point I'm telling there. If you take primary key and foreign key relation with more than one table, if you take no, solution might be different. But what I am telling there, Hibernate has given a solution for this kind of situation. If you want to use single table with all the columns here, if you use that like that in our database, no, in our Java set, if you are having like this here, component properties here, we are able to declare like this. If we declare like this component properties, no, this is a solution like this here. Right, sir. Now understand this one clearly. How it is possible here? No, let's say for example, I want to create an object. This is my employee object I am creating now. Inside this employee object, what exactly the data here I want to provide now? Let's say for example, employee number is equal to 11 I provided here. It's not like EID, just employee number here I have taken here. Next one is which one they know? Employee name is equal to AAA. Next one is which one can know? Employee salary is equal to 5,000. Then after that, what next one can know? EADDR. That means EADDR variable is existed. This is employee. In object-oriented data model, we need to create objects only. So object here we created, sir. Next one is which one can know? We need to go for which one here? Another object. Which object it is can know? Address object here we are going to create. This is address object here. Now inside this address object here, what we are able to provide now? ENO, not like it. Flat number is equal to 23 by 3 RD. Something else here we provided. Okay, sir. Next one is which one? Then after that, and flat number is okay. Fine. Street. is equal to, we provided here some ABC street. Something else here we provided here. Next one is which one? Then after that city here we provided. Hyderabad here we provided here. Next one is which one? Can state is equal to Telangana. Like this here we provided some data. Now understand this. In this scenario, when I write the save of EMP object, employee object, when we are saving, no, what ORM tool will do now? What exactly the expectations here we are having here? If I save that employee object, corresponding data must be stored in the corresponding columns. Which data can know? ENO data must be stored in ENO column. Next one is which one? Then after that, AAA data must be stored in employee name. ECL must be stored in which one? They know ECL, and plat number must be stored in which one? Here 23/3 RT. It's okay, fine. Next one is which one? Street must be stored in which one? Can know ABC here. City must be stored in which one? Can know Hyderabad here, and state must be stored here like this. Here. The data must be stored like this. But here my question is very clear. Here my question is very clear. Try to recognize my question here. When I save this employee object, how our system is able to store employee details on ENO, ENAME, ECL variables? How address details are going to be stored in PNO, street, city, and state now? How it is possible for our program to distribute data in the database tables like this? This is my question. Right. This is because of which one here no ORM. Inside the ORM we are providing mapping. If it is a Hibernate, if you are using Hibernate, what Hibernate is doing now? Hibernate is taking our employee object. It is recognizing ADDR is a component property through this particular ORM mapping now. Okay. Component property in the sense it is referring some other object where number of columns are available. That columns are available in the same table, but which one they know representing same property here. So as per this mapping, employee to EMP1 table. Okay, table is EMP1. Next one is EID variable and ENO. It's okay. ENAME, ECL, ECL. It's okay. Mapping is identified, corresponding values are stored. When we come for this ADDR variable, that is which variable now? Component variable. What's the meaning of this component variable now? It is representing multiple columns in our database table. Same table. Okay, which columns it is representing there now? That columns information is available under the next mapping now. What are the columns information here? PNO to PNO, street to street, and city to city, and state to state. Values are available. Directly the corresponding data will be distributed over respective tables clearly. So by providing component mapping like this, Hibernate is able to read that mapping details. Hibernate is able to store corresponding data in the corresponding columns in our database table directly. This is a solution for which one? No? Granularity mismatch here. So Hibernate is giving this type of solution. Now tell me here, in this scenario exactly, ORM is required or not? If ORM is not available, how data will be distributed over the columns in the table? No? It is not possible. That's why because of this reason, we need to go for ORM in order to provide solution for granularity mismatch. This is what exactly the meaning of granularity mismatch. Leave this particular point. So understand this content clearly. Because of this particular reasons only, we are moving for which one they know, like Hibernate. I'm giving introduction part ORM, but indirectly I'm giving introduction part for which one? Hibernate only. I'm saying ORM is providing solution, but indirectly I'm saying to you, Hibernate is providing solution for this problems here. Why? Because Hibernate is which one they know, one of the ORM implementation here. Good, sir. Right, sir. It is completed. Now coming to the next one. What is that next mismatch here? Now tell me no. Second mismatch is which one here? No, subtypes mismatch. Subtypes mismatch. First understand the problem. After understanding the problem, we are going to discuss how ORM is providing solution for it. We need to understand this problem first of all. What exactly the problem is subtypes. All of you listen carefully. This is very, very important, sir. Most of the interviewers are asking this question in outside. Can you tell me what are the various mismatches between object-oriented data model and relational data model, and how Hibernate is providing solution? And maybe this question may be like that. Another question may be like which one again? Tell me what is the requirement to go for ORM in our enterprise applications, where we need to talk about these mismatches. Because of these mismatches only, we have to come for which one there? No, Hibernate. It's okay, sir. Good. Listen carefully. Now our point is which one there? Subtypes mismatch. How this subtypes mismatch is coming. First of all, understand it here now. For the sake of improving code reusability, in Java we are able to define inheritance concept. Am I right or not? Inheritance we are able to provide for the sake of improving code reusability. Class employee, for example. Understand it here. Class employee into envo string e name. Next one is which one? Then after that, okay, float e cell. This is one property. Properties I have taken care. Class employee, envo, ename, and e cell. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute. No problem. Employee, we have taken there. Next one is which one? This I want to take which one? Class manager extends employee. Class manager extends employee. Some other properties I want to take. Which properties I want to take? For example, let's say for example, string employee address I want to take. Next one is which one? String some different properties, some other properties there. Employee address, and next one is which one there? No, and employee email. I want to take it. Next one, class manager we have taken. Let's say for example, class accountant. I want to take it. No, extends which one here? Employee. Now inside this, I want to go for which one there? Address and email we have taken for manager there. Some other data. String. What about this next one here? No, employee mobile number. E-mobile. Okay, fine. Next one is which one can know? Mobile number is okay, fine. Then after that, employee designation. Something else. My point is which one care? One superclass are required, two subclasses care I have taken care. That's my requirement now. Good, sir. This is at Java side. This is at which side? No, Java side. Okay, fine. It is very clear. In the case of Java applications, in the case of inheritance, in the case of Java applications and in the case of inheritance, in general, we are going to create objects for which one? Now tell me no. We are going to create objects for which one there? Objects we are going to create for subclasses or not? In general, we are going to create objects for which one they know? Subclasses only. Not for which one they know? Superclasses. That's it. Finally, one superclass and two subclasses here we have taken. So now here what I am going to do there, I'll create two subclasses, subclass objects. This is one subclass object. This is another subclass object. One is which one here? Manager. Manager reference variable. Second one is which one can know? Accountant. Two reference variables here I am going to take. When I create subclass objects, automatically superclass members and as well as subclass members are coming. Example point of view, I am telling this manager, no, employee number is equal to 111. Next one is employee name is equal to AAA and employee salary is equal to 50,000. Next one is which one? These are superclass members. In the manager class object, e-editor is available, ID batch. Next one is which one there? E-email is available is equal to aaa@dss.com. Something else is available. Right, so this is exactly which class ke no? Manager class ke. Similarly, accountant class also we here we want to create here. Accountant class object. Inside this accountant class object also, superclass members are available and subclass members are available. ENO is equal to 222. Next one is which one? E-name is equal to BBB and E-cell is equal to, let's say for example, 25,000 like this. Then after that, and E-mobile is equal to some properties here we are going to take. Example point I have taken different properties. That's my requirement actually. Next one is which one here? E-designation is equal to which one here? No, accountant. Like this. We are giving some data. Now tell me, I want to represent the same thing in my relational data mode. In a database site, I want to represent the same thing. Then how it is possible? We need to understand it. How it is possible to represent the same thing at our database site? Different approaches are available. Different approaches are available there. One approach I am telling to you, try to recognize this approach here. Take one big table. Take one big table. Inside this big table here, what we are going to provide now? First we have to provide ENO, E-name, E-cell. That is superclass members. Next subclass members, manager class members, E-editor here. Next one is which one they know? E-email. Okay. In the same table, we can add members from which one can know? Accountant also. Now here we can provide which one can know? E-mobile. Then after that, what next one can know? E-designation. Right, sir. Like this here, we have to take one table. Understand it? So in the case of this Hibernate or maybe JPA, along with our Java awareness, we need to have minimal awareness on these databases also. Database related topics also we need to have basic awareness to understand our content. But actually database awareness is not required. To avoid that only we are going to understand about which one Hibernate. But to understand internals of this Hibernate, we need to have this kind of awareness also. Right, sir? This is which one can know EMP1 table. This is one mechanism. Okay, good. In this mechanism, what we are expecting there now? What I am expecting there, when I save both the objects, save manager and save accountant. If you say both the objects, our data has to be distributed here. First, manager record data will be stored. What about this manager record data here now? Employee number is 111. Employee name is AAA. Employee salary is 50,000 for example, 50K. And employee address is which one here? Hyderabad. Email is which one here? For example, AAA, something else. Here we can store the data. Next one is mobile number is which one here? Right, sir. 1 minute now. Regarding this manager, which details are available? Employee address and employee email. Up to that only. Good. Now tell me, e-mobile and e-designation are related to which one there? Accountant care. In this scenario, null values will be stored. By default, which values will be stored here? No, null values. Good. Let's come to the accountant data. Inside this account and data, which data will be stored here? 222. Okay. BBB. Okay. Next one is which one? There no 25K. It's okay, fine. Hyderabad. Up to this is okay, fine. No problem here. No. Hyderabad is available or not? No. Hyderabad. That means EADDR related to which one? There no manager. EADDR is not related to which one? There no accountant. So in place of this, null value will be stored. Email place. What we are going to be stored here? Null value. And mobile number here. We are going to be stored which one there? Some mobile number here. Next one is which one? Then after that, accountant here. Like this here, we are having some data directly. This is one approach to represent the same thing in our database set. Single table, all the properties of the classes which are available inside our inheritance are maintained in a single table. This approach is called as which one? Class per inheritance hierarchy. Class per inheritance hierarchy. This is the mechanism. Okay, fine. This is one thing. Second one is which one? Then apart from that here, another approach I am telling you, try to recognize it. No, two tables I want to take. What are the two tables here I want to take now? One table is for which one can know? One subclass. Another table is for which one can know? Another subclass. Okay, like this I want to take two tables. Manager table here I want to take now. In manager table, what we want to provide the data now? Observe this here now. For example, employee number and employee name, employee salary. This is superclass properties. EADDR, email. This is one table. Similarly, I need to take another table. This is manager table. Manager related data here we provided. This is manager table. Similarly, for accountant also we are going to prepare another table. Right, sir. What about this accountant data here? No. Here we can expect the details are which one? Employee number, employee name, employee salary. This is common, but accountant details are which one? They know employee mobile and employee designation. Like this here we are providing. Like this here we are providing, sir. Another one after this. Now here, what about our plan here? By taking two tables here like this, what about our plan here? Now this is about which one they know? Accountant. What about our plan here directly? No. Manager data has to be stored in manager table. Accountant data has to be stored in which one? No, accountant here. So here we are able to provide the data like this. Which one here? 111. Next one is AAA. Salaries might be 5. That means 50K. Address is which one here? Hyderabad. Email ID is which one? AAA at the rate something else. Next one. Accountant data will be stored in now. Accountant table here. No. This is about exactly which one they know. 222 BBB. Salaries might be 25K. Mobile number. Designation. Like this here we provided. So this is approach one. At database side, we are having a number of approaches. This is which one can know? Approach two. Second approach can. For each and every subclass, a separate table. That subclass tables are including superclass properties and as well as corresponding subclass properties there. Good, sir. Another approach is which one can know? Another approach is which one? For each and every class, a separate table. For superclass, one separate table. For subclass, another table. For another subclass, another table here. I want to provide this directly. We can understand it. For example, ENO, E-name, E-cell. This is one table, employee table. Different options I'm telling there, database side now. If you want to represent our inheritance content at database side, different options I'm telling there. All these are well-known options only. They are followed by number of technologies there. This is one table. Approach number 3. Now okay, this table name is which one here? Let's say for example, employee, EMP1. Next, other one is which one here? No. Two tables here we are going to take. Now this is which one here? Manager, for example. This is for example which one here? No, accountant. Understand their properties there. First one is which one there? Manager. EADDR is existed. Next one is which one there? No, email. Right, sir. But we need to define primary key and foreign key relationships here between these two. So here, what exactly the thing I am providing there? Apart from this, to define relationship here, I need to take one join column. What exactly the join column here I want to take? No, ENO. Join column I am going to take. Through this join column I want to provide mapping. Primary key, foreign key relationship here I need to manage. Here also an accountant thing also, here what we are able to provide here, I am able to provide which one? E-mobile number. Next one is which one there? No, EDES. Then after that we have to provide which one there? No, ENO. Right, sir. To provide primary key, foreign key relationship between these three, we need to provide like this. Right, sir. Now superclass. For superclass, one separate table. For subclass, another table. For another subclass, another table. But between superclass table and subclass table, we must define which one? Primary key and foreign key relationship. Through join column, we are able to define which one? Primary key and foreign key relationship. Okay, fine. If I'm going to save this data, manage the data and account data like this, okay? What about our plan to distribute our data? Actually, in EMP table, 2 records will be created. What are the 2 records? Can know 111, AAA. Next one is which one? 50K. Next one. Another record is which one? Can know in EMP 1 table 222, BBB. Next one is which one? 25K. Like this, data will be stored here. Okay. In manager table, only one record will be stored. What about this record? Can know EADDR is which one? ID batch. E-email is which one there? At the rate AAA at the rate something else. ENO is which one? 111. That is the reference key. Between parent table and child table, that is the reference key. Next one is mobile number. Regarding this accountant, one record will be stored here. Right, sir. Mobile number is which one? Can know some mobile number here we are able to provide. Designation is which one here? Account number. Next one is which one? Can know 111. Sorry. Now what is the value? Can know 222. This is the reference between primary key. That means parent table and child table like this. So at Java side we are providing inheritance simply superclass and subclasses now. But in database side, how many approaches are available? 3 approaches are available. What are the 3 approaches now? All total inheritance representation in the form of a single table. First approach. Second one is which one? For each and every subclass, a separate table came. 2 tables we prepared. Third approach is which one? For superclass, separate superclass table. For subclasses, to separate subclasses tables here we provided. Like this, Three approaches are existed here. But here my question is, which approach we have used in our database? If we use a particular approach, how data has to be distributed in the corresponding approach. Understand it, Kerno? Our program has to determine which approach must be provided to our database there. If we use a particular approach, when we save this manager object and accountant object, how the data is going to be distributed over the tables correspondingly. How it is possible to distribute data correspondingly to the respective tables? That's the question here. So, to determine which approach we are using at database side and to distribute data from objects to the corresponding columns and corresponding tables, correspondingly, if you want to distribute the data, we need some mapping between object-oriented data model inheritance and relational data model, these many approaches. Some mapping is required directly. So to provide this type of mapping, we need to go for which one, you know, ORM. Here we have to use it. What exactly the thing here we have to use here? ORM, object relational mapping. So if we go for this, Hibernate is a object relational mapping ORM implementation tool. Hibernate has given three solutions for it. One is which one, you know, table per class hierarchy. Table per class hierarchy. That means first approach. Total classes hierarchy is represented in the form of a single table. Next one. Second one is which one there? Table per concrete class. Table per concrete class. Second approach. Table per concrete class in the sense, for each and every subclass, in general, subclasses are concrete classes and superclass may be abstract class. So for each and every subclass here, we have taken which one here? No, a separate one here. Next one, third approach is which one here? Third solution is provided by Hibernate in the form of which one there? No, table per class. Table per class. This approach is available. Table per class in the sense which one here? No. So for each and every class, a separate table we define clearly. That's it. Now these are the various approaches are available clearly. Anyway, the names may be varied from one technology to another technology, but overall idea here I am providing you. Which approach we are using at database side now, and how the data has to be distributed over the approaches can. The total thing is defined in the form of which one? ORM. That ORM is taking care about it, and as the ORM implementation, if you use this Hibernate here, automatically Hibernate is providing solution in these many things directly like this can. This is what exactly the meaning of which one can know ORM, object relational mapping, and such kind of things here we are using clearly. That's it. This is the meaning of this inheritance mapping. That means subtypes mismatch here. For the subtypes mismatch, ORM is providing solution in the form of three things: table for class hierarchy, table for concrete class, and table for which one they know class directly like this. That's it. This is the inheritance mismatch here we identify. Next, only one more mismatch is available, that is about associations mismatch. No, if I complete this associations mismatch now, then we will go for ORM implementation tools. EJB, SentiDBs, and Hibernate and JPA, this kind of things here we are going to understand. Once if we complete this comparison, then I will start which one? Hibernate history, little bit information for this Hibernate. Once if we complete this Hibernate history, that little bit content here, then I'll go for Hibernate elements. If you want to prepare application, what exactly the elements we require to get this Hibernate, the individual elements we are going to discuss. Then after that, 5 to 6 examples I want to prepare continuously with the different combinations there. By that we are able to get some clarity. Right, sir? That's fine for today. And tomorrow I'll continue the same class, and tomorrow I'll go for associations mapping directly. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
and every relationship inheritance concept. So why are